Hello friends and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Dion and today, as you can see from the title, I'm giving you guys my ultimate autumn starter pack. I took last week off because my brain was just fried, and during that week, instead of making a YouTube video for you guys, which by the way, thank you so much for being so understanding about that, I watched a bunch of old school YouTube like beauty guru videos, like Zoella, like Megan Rinks, like Aspen Ovard. Just I loved watching those videos. Bethany Moda. When I was growing up, YouTube is my first love because of those kind of videos, and it kind of made me think like, oh, it'd be nice to make those kinds of videos again, just like stupid little like favorites or basic white girl tag or the I love fall tag. And it's funny because I got a notification like 2 days ago that somebody commented on my autumn starter pack video from last year, and I thought, you know what, let me do that because it reminds me of the old school YouTube videos, and also I love sharing everything that gets me into the autumn spirit. As you can see from my sweater, I love autumn, and it seemed like you guys really liked that video too. So if you like autumn and aesthetics and fashion, then definitely make sure to subscribe to this channel because I post videos every Thursday, except for the like once a year time that I do take a week off. And with that, let's get into it. So in this video, I'm going to show you guys outfits, books, crafts, just all kinds of things. Everything that brings me into the autumn spirit and all my plans for autumn. So the first thing I'm going to start with is my TBR, my to be read. I'm not as avid of a reader as, you know, book talkers are, but I average about 2 books a month, and in autumn I usually ramp up that speed. So I went to my favorite local used bookstore called the Book Barn, and I picked up 3 used books. Actually, well, I picked up 2 used books. One of them I picked up last year and I still haven't read it, but I am excited for it. And there are some books on my TBR on my Libby account, which is an online library that you connect to your library card, and you can get ebooks and audiobooks and stuff like that. So I'll talk about that as well. So the book that I picked up last year that I didn't end up reading, that I hope I read this year, is A Killer Sunday by Abby Collette. This takes place during like a harvest time festival, and I was like, I have to read this. Also, it looks like my cat on the front, which I absolutely love. Ice Cream Parlor, Cozy Mystery. I love these kind of books, so I definitely want to read this. Yeah, it takes place during fall, during a harvest festival. It seems very Star Hollow vibes, and I'm excited to read it. Hopefully I get around to it this year. This next one I picked up this year. It's called Wicked Autumn by J.M. Malliette, author of Death of a Cozy Writer. It says for Agatha Christie fans, this is a great book, which I do like Agatha Christie's novels, and it is set in bucolic England. And if you have seen any of my videos before where I talk about books, I love the Cottage Tales of Beatrix Potter series, which takes place around the Lakes District. So when I saw Agatha Christie and bucolic England, I was like, this seems perfect. And Wicked Autumn, say no more. And this next one I probably know is gonna be bad, but it's pretty short. I'll probably read it on a train ride to like New York or something. It's actually book 2 in the Vampire Knitting Club series. It's called Stitches and Witches. And it's by Nancy Warren. Dropping stitches and catching killers. I mean, I think you can probably just guess what it's about, but it seemed like witches, vampires, killers, knitting. I don't know. It feels like that's kind of my vibe, and it takes place in Oxford in a tea shop. So I am excited about this, even though it looks corny, but I like corny. It's okay. Corny, candy corn, it's time. Okay, and then on my Libby audiobook and ebook account, I have The Age of Deer, which is a nonfiction book about humans' relationship with deer. I love deer, and it always just makes me sad to see them as roadkill, and like people are, where deer is very populated, they treat them like pests, and I just feel like deer are like such little fairies. So it talks about mythology and forests and cities and all of that, and I feel like woodland creatures, sylvan creatures are very autumnal, so I thought that would be a good nonfiction book. I try to always have like a nonfiction and a fiction book going around. The Age of Deer is by Erica Hauser. Hauser? I don't know. The Spell Shop is something that I feel like so many people have been talking about, and that is by Sarah Beth Durst, and I definitely want to read that as well. I just have to get my hands on it first, but it seems very, very interesting. And the last book on my TBR, I'm going to give myself 6 books since that's usually what I manage in about 3 months, is Cackle by Rachel Harrison. Again, this is another one that I feel like a lot of people have talked about. Obviously, it's a witchy book, and it just seems like another cozy mystery. I love indulging in cozy mysteries during the autumn. So that is my TBR in the book section of my autumn starter pack. If you want to know what I've read in the past, I actually have it on my Instagram highlights and in my old autumn starter pack videos. I talk about it as well, so you can always look up what I've read and a little blurb on what I liked about it and stuff. Now that we've talked about the books that I'm going to read this autumn, I have 5 movies that I want to see that I have not seen before. So this is my TBW, my to be watched. One is Beetlejuice, which is in theaters now. I love the first Beetlejuice, and I've heard really good things about this sequel. It's unfortunate that they didn't like wait to release it more towards like September, October, because this is like the perfect Halloween movie, but I definitely want to go see that with my boyfriend in theaters if I can, if it's still out. I feel like things aren't in theaters for that long anymore. Like, they're in theaters for like a week. The next one is one that my friend recommended to me. It's Ginger Snaps. Apparently it's kind of like The Craft and kind of like Jawbreaker, very 90s, very witchy. So I'm excited about that. That seems like a great one to watch with Maria or on like a rainy, cozy day. This next one came out last year, and I wish I saw it last year. I didn't end up getting around to it, and it's Lisa Frankenstein. Definitely want to watch this with Maria. We love the 80s and we love spooky things. I think my boyfriend might think it's kind of silly. So I want to watch it with someone that will appreciate campy 80s loveliness. And these next 2, you guys are going to yell at me because I've never seen them. It's When Harry Met Sally and You've Got Mail, which like every single autumnal video mentions watching these 2 movies. I'm not that big of a rom-com girl. I'm not that big of like that kind of genre, but I want to watch it this year, even if it's just like while it's in the background while I'm decorating, because I resisted Gilmore Girls from that like same judgment. I was like, oh, that looks a little like cheeseball for me, and I love Gilmore Girls. So maybe I'm just being a curmudgeon. So I might put it on while I'm decorating, and that way I can appreciate it, and if I don't like it, I can just have it on in the background. But yeah, those are the 5 movies I want to get around to watching for the first time this autumn. So we have books, we have movies, and now I want to talk about the 5 albums that put me in the autumn mood. There's just, I'm very seasonal with my music. I listen to like the same things over and over and over again. That's just like who I am. But I'm definitely, there's certain seasons or certain modes that I love to listen to. One of them is Ed Sheeran's first album, X, I think it's called. That was just a time. It was a time, it was a place. It was, you know, 2012, 2014, and that album just feels so wintry and cozy. Again, I've been watching a lot of those like 2012 beauty gurus, and they all had like the A-Team in their background. That is an album that really gets me into the autumnal spirit. The next one is Vampire Weekend's title album. This was featured a lot in Gossip Girl. I've also restarted Gossip Girl, and I'm just like Band of Horses, Arctic Monkeys, Vampire Weekend, Florence and the Machine, just all of that really gives me into the autumnal spirit. And their first album has Oxford Comma, A-Punk, Campus, Bryn, and all of those just give me back to school vibes. And the third album that always gets me into the autumnal spirit, you guys know what I'm gonna say, it's Red Taylor's version. This is just autumn inside of an album. It's just so, so wonderful. I could talk about it forever, but you guys have heard enough. Honorable mention to this autumn CD that Starbucks used to sell like 10 years ago. It was like a curated CD. Do you guys remember when Starbucks used to do that? I love that. And it had some of the best songs on it. Sadly, I don't have that CD anymore, but shout out to that one. So this next section is going to be the autumn crafting. I do get crafty during the autumn time, and I wanted to show you guys what I've been working on. So I am actually working on knitting a pair of socks. It's my first color work, so I am very excited about that. It's definitely going to take me a while because the pattern is very intimidating, but I love knitting and I love a new challenge. This is a grocery bag that I made. I definitely made the sleeves a little bit too long. I crocheted it, I should say. And it's really, really cool because you can bundle it up and pull it tight, and I kind of designed it to look like an orange, but it also kind of looks like a pumpkin, so I'll take it either way. And then it just turns into a reusable grocery bag. And I made this using secondhand yarn, which is why it's all different colors. And again, it's a little bit, the sleeves aren't super structurally sound. I'm definitely gonna have to like redo them, but it was a very, very easy craft. I'll leave the pattern for both the maple leaf socks and this down below, but it's from Ravelry, which is a free pattern site, which is really, really cool. Definitely recommend it. Another autumn craft I like to do is make candles, and what I'll do is I'll save like other scented candles from throughout the year, and then I'll melt them all together and like make a super candle basically. And then I also got some candle wax from Michael's. They had a bunch of autumn scents on sale, so I got one of each scent. It's like football and flannel and pumpkin spice and cinnamon, you know, whatever, those kind of things. So yeah, I have a woodwick one here. I just reused this afternoon tea from Mythology Candles, which is my favorite candle brand, but it's fun to make candles as well. There's like water coming out of this. But yeah, this is the more like fresh autumn leaves kind of scent that I picked out for this one. This one is like the football and flannel one or whatever it was called. You can see it's kind of a tricolor. It kind of looks like Frankenstein. And then this is like the pumpkin pie and pumpkin spice one. But yeah, very, very fun, very easy. You literally just melt wax in the microwave. And I like to have candles going year round, but especially in the fall and winter, because I usually spend my mornings and like all of my time at home out on my balcony, but it's gonna get too cold for that. So I like to make my inside nice and cozy with a bunch of candles, and making your own candles is fun and rewarding. So highly recommend that. You can see this is all very inexpensive and basically free to cheap little crafts. This next one is I'm really excited about. I feel like I've seen it on like Pinterest, and again, this was very much inspired by those old like Meredith Foster type of videos. But I got a bunch of popsicle sticks and I wrote a bunch of local dates for my boyfriend and I to do. He loves going out on dates and like doing things. I'm much more of a homebody. So I wanted to show him, you know, I'm listening, that I like that he likes to go on dates. And I gathered a bunch of fall activities that are in our local area, from like a short drive, a long drive, a day trip, and then overnight, just so we can basically, like when we both have the day off or both have the weekend off, we can shake this up, pick something random, and go do that activity. So yeah, this is a home activity, and it is make a spooky gingerbread house. I put some home activities, I put some overnight activities, because obviously I have a dog and a cat. We can't just like go overnight willy-nilly. And then day trips, like places that are like an hour and a half away or that we want to spend the whole town in. But I'm really excited about this. I've been working on a list of all the fun things that we can do around our area in southeastern Connecticut, and I am excited to be utilizing this. And in a similar concept, I did the same thing, but I put spooky movies. So I put a bunch of my favorite movies in here, so when we don't know what to watch, we can just close our eyes, grab one, and they're all like color coded. At least these are. I kind of wish I color coded the other ones, but I didn't think of that ahead of time. So red is for gore, orange is for Halloween themed movies or movies that take place on Halloween, yellow is nostalgia, purple is witchy and magic, blue is cozy, and green is monsters, or are monsters. So very, very fun. Again, just a bunch of movies that I've already seen, but that I feel like just to get out of our rut, because we always just end up watching like Love Island or something. Evil Dead, the 80s. And I don't have good handwriting. I'm not a good artist at all. So I got some spooky stickers and some paint pens. I can't do calligraphy or draw cute little symbols, but you could definitely make these a lot more Pinterest and aesthetic than I did. But I think it's a really cute idea, especially if you are a homebody, or if you feel like autumn and like seasons just pass you by, because like you gotta make things happen. And for autumn, like it doesn't happen to you, you have to like go and chase it. So it's nice because now when I'm like watching the same old thing or doing the same old thing, we have a bunch of things that we can try out. This is a sticker book that I got from Michael's because I can't draw. And again, you can make those a lot more aesthetic. I just want to do something like quick and simple. So yeah, those are my craft ideas. Definitely let me know if you have any other crafty things for autumn. I've made videos on it in the past. I have a whole autumn playlist, but I've done like easy upcycling autumn crafts in the past, and a lot of my decor is upcycled, so tons of fun stuff there as well. Now we're gonna get into a little mini haul, and it's from Bath & Body Works. I always pick up a little something once a year at Bath & Body Works. Like I do a little mini haul, and that will sustain me for the whole year. I don't like to buy from big corporations, and I know they're not like the best quality candles, but I just, my nostalgic little heart, so bear with me. I got this stand a few years ago. It just has like foxes and everything, also from Bath & Body Works. And this first candle that I started burning is new, Champagne and Apple Honey. It's very nice, very fresh, a good September scent for sure. I have sweater weather. I get sweater weather every single year, and I have since like 10th grade. I love it. I was waiting to open it with my friend Maria because she was gonna come visit me this past weekend, but she couldn't, so I haven't opened it. But our college dorm used to smell like this all the time, so I'm saving that for her. And another one that is a classic, it's Cranberry Woods. This is a great November scent. It's definitely more wintry. Oof, that was like my first scent in a while. Ooh, that was delicious. I loved that. Very cinnamony, very like, it's just wintry cinnamony. Oh, so good. I got myself a little soap. I'm usually a bar soap girly, but like, again, once a year, I'm a little bit less sustainable. I got Candy Apple Cauldron. Yeah, very appley, kind of sweet. With the soaps, I go sweeter than I do with the candles because it's like much more temporary. And then they always have their like 5 for something wallflowers, so I pick up those. Again, I only pick up fall scents and then I don't do it again for the rest of the year. I already have one in the wallflower. It's fresh mandarin and cedar. I have that in my boyfriend's bathroom because he's a boy and I feel like it needs to be in there. But then I also got pumpkin apple, fresh Amalfi lemon, again, that's for his bathroom, Cranberry Woods, again, love this scent, it's a classic, and Ghoul Friend. I had the Ghoul Friend soap last year. They didn't have a lot of the autumnal wallflowers, but to be fair, it was August when I went, so maybe that's why. But yeah, I have the wallflower holders and the soap dispenser from last year. I usually like treat myself to one like decoration piece from Bath & Body Works as well, because I feel like the beauty about like decorating for the holidays is to bring out the same stuff every single year and just like modestly add to your collection. But it's mostly about like seeing your old friends year after year. I used to name the skeletons that we had for Halloween. One of them was Sir Henry Grimm. Love him. Alrighty, it is a different day, and now I want to show you guys my autumn outfit uniforms. We've talked about this in other videos, but an outfit uniform is basically just a formula that you tend to repeat or go to when you're stuck in a rut or something, or it's just like what you wear in general, like over and over again. And for this, I picked out basically like 3 of my go-to autumnal outfit uniforms. I think the last one I did was more like spring summer, and I styled them in 2 ways just so you can see how the uniform translates into different garments. So the first one is short skirt, long jacket. I love that like 60s like style of almost looking like you're like pantsless because your skirt is short, but in your like coat or your jacket covers it. The first outfit that I styled is with this coat from Miss 60 that I got from Vestiaire. I have these black boots I got from 9 West from Savers, or they're from Savers, the tag is 9 West. A pleather skirt that is, the tag is Zara, I got from Poshmark. This Banana Republic leather vest that my friend gave me, it was her mom's, and this hat from the 40s that I got from a vintage shop. I saw that like in a bunch of the trends lists, leather on leather was very, very popular, and this coat actually has some pleather on it, so I really wanted to mix a bunch of the leathers and then had the Coach bag just sort of tie it all together. I think it's very cute. I kind of get nervous about wearing hats like that, but I do enjoy doing it. Outfit number 2 for this uniform, I'm wearing this duster. I got this from Savers. It was like $13. I was about to check out and I saw it and I was like, oh, and I tried it on. I was like, oh my God, my friend's like, you have to get it. And that was like 4 years ago. I think it's so cute, so Halloween. So it's actually quite warm as well. It's like a wool blend, which I love. And I styled it with my favorite little brown cami that my friend Maria thrifted and then gave to me. I have my Miu Miu mini skirt that I got from Vestiaire, my clogs from Bourne's, and then my Mulberry Alexa bag that I also got from Vestiaire. So in both these jackets, like, button up all the way, so you could kind of almost wear it as a dress in a way. And what I like about short skirt, long jacket is if it does get cooler, you can always kind of use the jacket to like cover your legs, and then if it gets warm, you could take it off and like still be comfortable. So I like that you can sort of style it, especially for the transitional seasons. The next one is a take on my spring summer outfit uniform, which is tiny top, long skirt. Wear that all summer long. And this is long skirt, tiny top, long skirt plus a cardigan. As you can see, wearing a tiny top plus a cardigan right now. Big, big fan of this look. And for the same reason, as I said with like the long jacket, short skirt, if it gets warmer in the afternoon, you can take off your cardigan and still have a shirt and like long skirt to cover up. And then if it ends up getting cooler, you can put it around your shoulders. I don't know, I think it's very cute. Cardigans are just so cozy. So for this first one, I have this Eddie Bauer wool skirt that I got from Savers a while ago. I styled it with the top I'm actually wearing now that I got from L Train when I was in New York last time. I think it's like from Forever 21, honestly. My cardigan is Arnhem and I got it from thredUP. And then I styled it with my Coach bag and my Corelle shoes that I got from Vestiaire. I love styling that purse and those shoes together, and it picks up the red and the cherries, and it has a little like this, my mic is covering it, but this top has a little bow on it, or a little like rosette. So I think it was so, so cute. The pink and the rosette kind of went with the pink and the cherries and the red and all of that. I kind of look like a school mom, but in like a cute, or like a little like, yeah, school teacher, pre-kindergarten teacher, but I think it's very cute. And then this other one is more like street styly, more like slouchy and casual. So I have my Jerv Avenue gray denim skirt that I wear all the time. And I styled it with this lighter gray, actually like bathing suit top that I cropped a little bit. And my Folklore cardigan, it's like Taylor Swift merch. I love that cardigan. It's so slouchy and oversized. And the cardigan has gray stars. So I wanted like the gray and the stars, the gray and the top and the gray and the skirt to all kind of go together. Whenever I wear neutrals, I like to maximize neutrals, if that makes sense. Like if I'm gonna wear neutral colors, I'm gonna mix and match a bunch of them. So that's what I did with the grays there. I have this like white polka dot headband that, I don't know, I kind of liked the black and white and gray theme that it had going on. And then to pick up the turquoise in the top, I wore these turquoise Jordans that I have. It's not the exact same shade, but whatever. I thought it was kind of cool to just add a little bit of a something. And also my Jordans tend to make my feet really hot, so I tend to wear them in the fall and winter more. And then to pick up the pink in the shoes, I have my furry pink Prada bag. I love what the texture did with the cable knit cardigan. I think it's very cute and cozy, even though I am wearing literally a bathing suit top. And I like how it's kind of mismatched, but it still works. I think it's really cute. And then the last outfit uniform is probably my most worn, and it's wide leg pants with an oversized button down. Loose, breezy, a little bit shapeless, some may argue, but I enjoy it. And it's one of my that is what I wear when it's between like 55 and 70 degrees. So the first way I styled it is with this green Ralph Lauren button down that I got from Savers, I think, and my Jerv Avenue trousers. And one way I like to style oversized button downs is to just have one button done to give it like, so even though it's oversized, it still kind of gives like a flirty feel. So I usually have like the middle button done and everything else undone. And I like that it gives kind of like an hourglass shape. And because this is kind of like a men's long button down, I did tuck a little bit in the back just to, I don't look like I'm wearing like a diaper totally. And to pick up the green in the shirt, I wore this green purse that is, I think, Shein, but I got it from Savers, and these shoes that I also got from Savers. I like the white in the shoes, kind of picked up the white in the green shirt, and then I'm wearing this headband that has some green and then a couple other colors too, just to bring that in. Green was a big trend for fall, and I just think this is cute. And then the last outfit, and my second one for the oversized button-down wide leg pants, is another classic. I'm wearing my Levi high loose jeans. These are my favorite kinds of jeans, super high-waisted. They're comfortable, they're wide leg. I get mine from Poshmark. Again, another Ralph Lauren button-down. I'm very picky about mine. This I got from Poshmark as well. And the second way I like to style oversized button downs is to make it off the shoulder. I think it's very, very cute. Obviously I rolled up the sleeves and I tucked it in just a little bit, so I still had volume around my waist, but it wasn't like totally like down to my like back of my thighs. And then I'm wearing this belt that was actually my dad's. It's originally from LL Bean. And to pick up the kind of Western vibes in the belt, I have my denim Dior. The denim is so close to the denim in my jeans, and I think I kind of like the way it looks with the belt as well, with the embroidery. And I love like a red, white, and blue theme, honestly. So I'm wearing these Adidas handball shoes that I got literally in 2017 that are white with red stripes and some blue detailing. And I love this whole look. I put my hair in a ponytail because I just wanted more of like a sporty dad energy, and that is an outfit that I've definitely worn plenty of times. So with that, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Again, so sorry for being absent last week. I hope this super long video made up for it. Let me know what you'd like to see this fall. I think next week I'm gonna try to do like outfits from like TV and like movie characters, like Pretty Little Liars, Vampire Diaries, all that jazz. But let me know like what you would want to see. Also, a quick announcement, I'm putting a pause on my Patreon just so I could focus on YouTube a little bit more. I feel like since I started my Patreon, I've just been a little bit more burnt out, and you guys are definitely my #1 priority. So yeah, just a heads up on that. If you want to see more from me, then definitely check out my Instagram and TikTok because I'm posting there often, especially like my outfits and everything. Obviously, subscribe to this channel because I post videos every Thursday. And with that, have a happy, happy day. Bye.